How's it going, everyone? Seems like everything that the Marvel IP is touching, they are making live service. With Marvel Rivals releasing last year and the continued support of being a live service game with continued characters, with continued cosmetics, this game is going to go for the long run as long as people are supporting it. And with Marvel Snap releasing over 3 years ago and the continued support, continued updates, it's still going strong. And with the recent upcoming Marvel fighting game, Tokon Fighting Souls, it is said that this game is going to get continued updates and support through the years. And then I thought to myself, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, is it just going to be a classic beat 'em up game? It is. But is the support for this game going to be live service-esque? If it's not going to be live service, I could see this game being the most DLC'd or updated game in the near future any beat 'em up game has ever come to. Will Marvel Cosmic Invasion have the most updates, have the most DLCs, have a live service feel, maybe kind of like how Helldivers is, that you could support the game by buying packs, whether that's buying characters, buying different modes, buying different stories. I just don't see how Marvel reached out to Tribute, or maybe Tribute reached out to Marvel saying, we want to make this beat 'em up game. And Marvel not having some caveats and saying, hey, you can use our IP, you can use our characters, but you had to have continued support. You have to have more content in this game. This game has to go on probably longer than any beat 'em up game that they have done in the past. Definitely more updates than Shredder's Revenge. I can see this game going the long distance. Like I said, this game has great bones, and I could see this game progressing in the future. Was that Marvel's caveat to saying, hey, you can use RP, but this is what you have to do, continue support throughout the years? I could definitely see that coming, and maybe that's one of the updates that are coming in January. A big surprise news that, hey, this game is going to get updates for the foreseeable future. What are you guys' thoughts on that? We got that from Action Games as well, because Sony's Spider-Man came out with 2 sequels. It came out with the Miles Morales DLC. It came out with Spider-Man 2. I'm assuming that the new Wolverine game is going to get at least a DLC or Wolverine 2, or maybe expanding on the X-Men universe. I just don't see Marvel being one and done with a game that they put out, because it hasn't happened in a very, very long time. When's the last Marvel game that you saw no sequels for? Unless it was a complete flop. But I think Marvel Cosmic Invasion has sold well, and I think they trust these developers to keep pushing out content. Like I said, it could be DLC packs, it could be story modes, it could be modes, it could be free updates, whatever it might be, maybe new colors or palettes for these characters, or maybe cosmetics, but I don't really see cosmetics happening for these characters, because they did say that they rather not do complete cosmetics, because like the pixel art, that they rather just work on a new hero instead of doing like a complete rework of a hero with a new cosmetic look. They just might as well just make a whole new hero. So I don't think we're going to get complete cosmetics for these characters, existing characters, but I definitely see more DLC characters happening in this game. What's the last Marvel game that you played that was this one and done? It doesn't seem like that's Marvel's plan, whether it's movies, whether it's shows, whether it's gaming. It doesn't seem like they are one and done. But with even movies completely flopping, guess what? They're still making movies, they're still making content. So I definitely see Marvel Cosmic Invasion having the most updates, most DLCs for any beat 'em up game that we have seen in a very long time. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Ever since I heard Tokon a few days ago having continued support, and just seeing how Marvel has reached into the video game realm and saying, hey, we want these games to go for a long time and not just a one and done, I thought, Marvel Cosmic Invasion just recently launched. They have news for us early 2026. I could expect a roadmap happening in January saying this is our plans for this game. Something that you don't see much from beat 'em up games, saying, hey, this is when we're going to get DLC characters. This is when we're going to add different modes. This is when we're going to add maybe more story to the game. I could definitely see that happening for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. It hit me after I saw the Tokon thing, because I thought that was just going to be like a fighting game. I know fighting games get DLCs, they get updates, but continue support over the years, they said. The developer said that. I'm sure Marvel has their hand in that pocket too, say, hey, we want to get this money. You guys make a great game. You guys keep making different characters, making this game expand more and more, and we'll keep funding it and gladly have our name on it. And I don't see Marvel just being in and out of anything anymore. So Marvel has the opportunity, and I think it's going to be a game that has continued support over the years. And like I said before, a lot more updates than any beat 'em up game that we've seen in a very long time. What are your thoughts on that? That's just a speculation by me, but chips keep adding up and up, because Marvel isn't in and out of these things. They make games with a purpose. They want to make money. They want the gamers happy. They want the fans happy, but they want their investors happy as well. This is a business after all. And if they're making a good product and people are buying it, a lot of people are happy. The consumer's happy. The investors are happy. The game developers happy. Hopefully, they're making something they like and they're happy as well. I'm just going to leave it up to you. Like I said, what are your thoughts? Do you think Marvel Cosmic Invasion will be a pseudo live service game? Do you think it's going to be a beat 'em up game that has the most support that we've seen ever or in a very long time? Leave in the comments below, because I think Marvel has some things up their sleeve, and I think probably Tribute has kept things on the hush hush because maybe they have to release it in the 2026 physical year. We'll see. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Is this a speculation by me? Marvel can't be one and done. It can't be. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, leave your speculations, leave your thoughts down below. I would love to hear it. I love to speculate and see where Marvel Cosmic Invasion goes in the next year or so. All right, guys, love you to pieces. If you guys want to stay notified when I do go live, click that bell notification down below because it will mean a lot to me. Stay awesome. Stay gaming. Until next time, peace.